I saw a tweet from a man living in the projects that said the glorification of the hood life is silly and that it's mostly boring because of the poverty. Yeah, that's what it is. That's literally what it is. Of course, it's boring as fuck. You got nothing. You have no money. Chatters know this. You watch me for fucking 8 hours a day. Why? Because you got nothing else going on. So you got to like make fun for yourself somehow. Not everybody has money to just like go and Morant is a millionaire and still acts up. Oh my fucking Lord. This discourse is so fucking annoying. There are cultural aspects of white people, just like black people, okay, sometimes behaving in this manner that does not have anything to do with being from the hood or anything like that. Okay? Motherfucker said Morant, dude. That's so ugh. Also, for the record, I am familiar with the NBA memes, and I'm on the Damian Lillard camp. I do think that I do personally think that like the hyper focus on Morant is a little marketing based, let's say, and it also plays into the white people's expectations of like how black people are or whatever the fuck. And like, they're going a little overboard on it. But, you know, Damian Lillard is from literally the hood as it gets. And he was talking about how like, you know, conduct yourself in a different way. He put the gun on kids. I read, what the fuck is wrong with him, bro? I think he was absolved of that, for the record. How do you respond to people in conversation that point out one-offs like Morant is pretty anecdotal? I mean, it is anecdotal. You're ignoring a lot of the context on NBA history with Morant shit. Are you aware of the Jailblazers, Gilbert Arenas, etc.? That's why there's a hyper focus on the shit Ja's doing. Yeah, except if I think you're talking about what I think you're talking about, wait. Arenas was valid, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. Am I wrong about this? Am I thinking about when he went up to the stands, or was that... Oh, he brought guns to the locker room. Oh, my bad. I was thinking of Ron Artest. Arenas had a gun in the locker room. Notice how you're naming one player in the rest of the league? No, he pointed an AR at a bust. At a bus. Yeah, I was thinking of Malice in the Palace. I was wrong. Oh, he said Jailblazers like he's a beat reporter from 2001. Yes, I was talking about Meta World Peace. Shut up. You know who I was talking about. People are overreacting to the Ja shit, but I think a lot of people just don't want Ja to end up out of the league or worse. The Washington Wizards used to be the Washington Bullets. Okay, listen. Ja Morant has a gun. Okay, and he's irresponsible with it. You know who else is irresponsible with a gun and has a gun? Pretty much every fucking dumbass American. Okay? This is just an American problem. If you single out black people with respect to like gun ownership and being stupid with guns, then you're just like, you know, it's hard for me to look at that as like anything but maybe a little racist. Okay? It seems a little racially motivated, if you know what I mean. It's just like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, how many black dudes are in the fucking NBA? Like, yeah, you're bound to run into one guy who's gonna have a fucking gun and do dumb shit. Okay. That doesn't mean anything about black people in general. It's like if you're that aggressively seeking out a wealthy black man who is like recently acquired this wealth, okay? And you turn around and you go, oh my God, I can't believe, see, what do you have to say about that? Look at this one instance. I know that like violence, proclivity towards violence is directly related to your socioeconomic conditions. But I found one instance where there's a rich black guy and you know, he's behaving this way. So what do you have to say to that? You're like, okay, well, yeah, that's a singular anecdote that you're talking about. For me, though, yeah, I think that Ja Morant, from what I understand, is a very good basketball player. He's 23 fucking years old. Like, think about it this way: Ja Morant is the same age as like Aiden Ross. Okay, so understand that he is literally a fucking baby. He is a child. Okay, and as a child, you are looking at this from the worst perspective. Wait, what? I don't understand why he attacks America like this before I spout. Is he from and currently from America? That being Hasan, are you from and or living in the U.S. currently? I know you see my messages. You are looking at this from the worst perspective. Wait, what? I feel like you are racist to white people. No, it's just funny how he is. Ja is an idiot and doesn't realize the influence he has on young that look like him and think it's okay to flex their legally obtained firearm that they only use for sport and fun. Today's kids want to be something they're not so bad, so they're willing to throw their lives away. Are you from America? Because I am. What is this? 3 Dudes Podcast. Oh my God. I don't understand how you can say this is an American problem when it's an individual problem. You think Ja Morant is the only American that has guns and treats his legally purchased, legally acquired guns irresponsibly? What the fuck? Anyway. Yeah. From what I understand, Ja Morant's background, like he's not. I mean, I don't know too much about NBA Twitter shit, so I don't want people to get super mad at me. But like, he's not from the hood, right? I thought he was like I thought he's from Carlton. I thought he came from like a wealthier family. But I mean, he might still be. Like, going to a private school doesn't change that reality. No, people say he went to private school in the burbs. Yeah, but a lot of poor black kids get farmed into basketball programs in private schools. That doesn't mean anything. This is a
Fuck I've been through, but I know something about you. You went to Cranbrook, that's a private school. What's the matter, dog? You in Paris? This guy's a gangster? His real name's Clarence. And Clarence lives at home with both parents. And Clarence's parents have a real good marriage. This guy don't want to battle, he's shook, cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks.
What? Crestwood is not a private school. I mean, it doesn't even matter if he if Crestwood was a private school, but like, I don't think you guys understand how farming works. Like, you could be from the hood. You could be a black kid from the hood and get farmed into a really good private school. That doesn't fucking mean that your like parents are financially stable. This is how I know Jaw's fucking up. He's got Hasan talking about him. No, because I follow this stuff a lot. Farming? Yes. Talent farming, like scouts. And it doesn't matter. That's a fact, but it doesn't apply to Jaw. None of it matters. None of it matters. None of it matters. None of it matters. Knows ball. He's a Dame guy. No, I'm not. I don't know ball. Okay. I don't. I like playing basketball. I don't know the fucking memes. I don't know the intricate background and all this other shit. Okay. Job pre-draft.
After that, he came home just to chill and have some time with his family, and I was invited over and we did this little video teaching him through. So salute the Pops, man, the OG, smoothest OG that I know, for real. Y'all seen the draft hat that he had on? That was OG's for real. But salute to Johnny's family. Hey, you ain't gonna use me.
Is that his backyard? That's crazy.
One more step dribble closer to make me know. I mean, thank you. Using that screen.
That's not his yard. Okay. None of this matters. You either had rich parents to make it to the NBA or you lived in a car. There's no in between these days. None of this matters, dude. I don't even think what he's doing is all right. But I think that the hyper focus on him like being hood, or the hyper focus on him being gangster, is giving like Allen Iverson era NBA. I feel like the analysis that's like surrounding this conversation. But he certainly is. He certainly needs to conduct himself better. That's 100% the truth. So much so that like most people recognize that. You know what I mean? Like everyone recognizes that. Why NBA Twitter ain't gonna like that one law, even though it's the truth? No, I'm not like I'm not saying what he's doing is all right. I think what he's doing is like stupid. He's behaving like a fucking dumbass. Like, how the fuck do you fuck up a multi-million-dollar contract? Like, you're gonna behave, if you keep behaving like a kid, you might end up fucking up a multi-million-dollar contract. You might ruin your fucking life. That is so stupid. That is not an opportunity that people take lightly. That's why someone like Damian Lillard, who comes from fucking Oakland, looks at that and goes, "You're behaving like a fucking dumbass. What's wrong with you?" Okay? There are thousands, hundreds of thousands of motherfuckers who still have not made it out the hood, who would love to have a contract like that. Okay? That's the main point of contention here, is that like you're throwing your future away when you behave like this, and you're putting yourself at risk. You're putting your career at risk.
I am John Morant. Like, you guys have got a chance to see me grow up for public consumption since 1991. And I've been involved in drug raids. I've survived assassination attempts. I've been that undisciplined young person that was trying to figure out how to be famous, how to be successful, and how to change the dynamics of my family. The one thing that young people have to understand, and in John Morant's case, when you first get drafted, you go from being a member of the family, a member of the crew, to being the leader, to being the breadwinner. And first and foremost, I hear a lot of people talking about like his family and his crew. When you the leader, it's on you, because you end up searching that lifestyle. You end up wanting to be down. And what I had to learn is that people come into your life for 4 reasons: to add, subtract,
Assassination attempt from Kobe scoring 81 points on him. Okay, guys, everybody calm down.
multiply, or divide. You have to choose wisely. He has way too much to lose. Trust me, I've been that young player carrying a gun. And Will Bond alluded to this. When you start waving it, that could get you killed. That's an entirely different thing than we're talking about. A superstar athlete should be putting themselves in position. And as Stephen A. mentioned,
I don't know if Nike would make a deal with a dumbass, though. Yes, Nike would make a deal with a dumbass. What are you talking about? What?
Him on the video, on his IG Live. Ain't nobody coaxing him. Ain't nobody ain't nobody egging him on to do that. That's a personal choice. And a lot of times, guys, as I mentioned, fame can be a drug. And I don't know what type of pain that he deals with and type of anxiety that he has, or what types of substances that he may be using. And I'm glad in this statement that he owned that I need to make changes for me, because as the leader, as the breadwinner,
MJ was a degenerate gambler. What are you talking about? Yeah, dude, plenty of people do dumb shit. Okay, plenty of people do dumb shit. A lot of athletes do dumb shit. Black athletes, white athletes. I mean, fuck Aaron Rodgers, dude. There you go. You want to know? You want to know like a multi-million-dollar athlete who does dumb shit all the time? Aaron fucking Rodgers. Tim Tebow used to be. Anyway, listen. Enes Kanter. Q Aaron Rodgers. QAnon Rodgers, dude. Aaron Hernandez. Well, Aaron Hernandez is a little different, I think. Like, he was gone. But, yeah, Brett Favre literally stole from a children's charity fund. Okay? Like, yeah, people, they're athletes. They're not exactly the best and brightest, okay? Except for LeBron James, who is incredible and does no wrong. Everybody stop. So, yeah, see, lie, choke. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that, like, lying was of the same caliber of, like, white lies were of the same caliber as, like, stealing from a children's charity. Y'all are just racist, okay? Just say you're racist and move on. If you criticize LeBron James, you're racist. I'm saying it. Listen, he likes to do little white lies because he likes to be a conversationalist. Did you see the latest one? He's serious. Bro, I did. And Rage actually tweeted underneath it, and it's so perfect because, like, I think I liked Rage's response to it. Yeah, y'all ruined Braun saying anything for me. Now I think everything Cap. It's just, now anytime he fucking tweets like a wine mom, I think he's lying. I hate everyone for making this meme become a reality, because now anytime he tweets about anything, I'm like, oh, here he goes again. Here he goes again, fibbing, okay, LaFib. And you did that. You did that to me. I want to think he's a truthful person. I want to think he actually did have that dream where Michael Jordan and he were shooting the shit back and forth at the men's national championship game between North Carolina and Duke. And it was an epic classic game with great vibes. And it was a tie game, 94-94 with 5 seconds left with North Carolina with the ball. And his ass woke up to use the bathroom right before seeing the ending of the game. Okay? Anyway, the point is, if you think that that is the worst thing he's ever done, you kind of are proving my point. He's a good guy overall. MJ is literally his hero. Why would that be far-fetched to think he can have a dream about him? Thank you. I don't think it's far-fetched. I just can't ever read a tweet from him and think, oh, he's being serious and this is actually a real thing that happened anymore. That's my anger with everyone who fucking ruined me, who ruined my love for LeBron James. Shilling for China was his worst? What? No, it wasn't. What do you mean? I shill for China more than he does. MJ is not his hero. What the fuck? Chat doesn't watch an NBA, man. This shit is wild. HasanAbi just capping on the net. LeDevalder. Okay. I'm going to petition Braun to go on Fear End. That'd be great. LeBron did this to you, not us. No. You're literally throwing yourself under the bus to defend his honor. You're a real stand man. I'm not. I'm not even a stand. I don't care what y'all say about Ja. I carried a gun after I was stabbed. Y'all don't know what he's going through. Everyone got something to say until you really know what's really going on in someone's life. When you're black and rich, you're a target, period. I mean, there's truth to this sentiment as well, but like, I don't think people are upset about Ja Morant carrying a gun, which he legally owns. I think people are upset about him, you know, behaving inappropriately with a gun. Never forget that Paul Pierce shit himself on the court. Okay, everybody calm down. I don't care. I don't care. He also beat the fuck out of some teenager in his backyard court. Yeah, but those charges were dropped, no? And listen, dude, it's not like the police are going to, you know, throw away an opportunity to fucking take a rich black person down, okay? Weren't those charges dropped because it was enough for self-defense? It's a civil suit, you knob? No, but like originally there was wait, am I wrong about this? I'm just making shit up. Hold on, let's just look this up. I thought that I read on this a little bit, and I thought that it was that there was also a shoe store incident. The self-defense was because the kid threw a ball at Ja. You're definitely wrong about the reason. Kid was 17 talking about shooting his house up. I can only hope your FYP is recovered and you're seeing these great Ja Morant memes, or should I start OD tagging you again? No, I haven't seen any of the fucking, what? I haven't seen any of the Ja Morant memes on TikTok. I don't go on TikTok. Ay. Dude, NBA sports ball talk ruins this chat. I'll say it. Yeah, the kid said, I'm going to come back and light this place up like fireworks, and this shit happened. Yes, it got dropped as far as I know. That's what I thought, too. But then there's an additional case. John Morant is being investigated by police in Glendale, Colorado, after he flashed a gun at a nightclub in the city during an Instagram live video over the weekend. Colorado police confirmed Monday. Glendale Police Captain Jamie Dillon told the Associated Press on Monday they didn't receive any calls or complaints about Morant, but began looking into the situation after hearing about the video. Colorado has open carry laws for firearms regulated by local, county, and municipal authorities. NBA rules also prohibit a player from possessing a firearm while on team property or traveling on team business. Morant issued an apology via his agent where he added that he has plans to take some time away. Much has been reported and written about Morant in the past week after a Washington Post article claimed he repeatedly punched a teenage boy in the head and threatened him with a gun last summer, just days after he and others allegedly threatened the head of security at a Memphis mall. In January, associates of Morant were also accused of threatening staff members of the Indiana Pacers after a game with a red laser coming from a slow-moving SUV that Morant was riding in. Yeah, they lasered into the bus, right? The Grizzlies have been on Morant recently, too. According to the Athletics' Shams Charania, what the fuck? Okay. They held a players-only meeting to discuss issues where they've been having on road games before Morant's incident with a gun. Veteran Steve Adams apparently ran that meeting, and it was clear that he was directing the criticism at Morant and Morant alone. Shams is a Desi goat. Shams. Okay, this all comes in the midst of his fourth and arguably best season in the NBA, where Morant earned his all-star nod and averaged 27.1 points per game and 8.2 assists per game. The Grizzlies also currently sit second to the Western Conference behind the Denver Nuggets in a game up on the third place Sacramento Kings with 18 games left in the regular season. Okay. Where's the video? The fact that I didn't realize that it was, I did not realize, I'm a jaw defender, the mall one is kind of indefensible. I didn't even fucking realize that, like, the Colorado police investigation was opened after an Instagram video. I thought that, like, it was...
Both from Chicago. We're both Aries. You're a Missouri grad. That was in my top three. I just didn't go to Missouri. Your parents were immigrants. My parents were immigrants. I just wanted to say, you get your flowers, just everything you built. I have a lot of respect. I know yesterday was Women in Sports Day, so congrats on everything you've done and keep building.
Shams, what is this like a prank? I'm waiting for like the other shoe to drop. That is the sweetest thing that I've ever heard. Thank you so much. And right back at you. Like,
I just want to make sure you got your love. That's all.
God damn. Okay, whatever. Listen. Link to the video here. Is this actually the video? John Morant was allegedly seen showing off a gun in his IG Live this morning. Wait, that's it? Bro, 1,600 people too? That is so weak, dude. A fucking 1.6K Andy over here. L plus investigated. And here my brother actually shot me and still got to be in the Air Force. That's hilarious. I'm sorry that happened to you, but I mean. Yeah, Second Amendment only applies to white people. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking dumb as fuck. It's just building off of like the John Morant is behaving childish takes. And once you get a fucking media narrative, once you get a media narrative going that you're like, you know, hey, I'm gonna use the media statement for this, a thug, okay? You know what I mean when I say this. Once the media labels you as that, you're going to get constantly, they're going to be constantly up your ass. They're going to treat you in a really negative light. They're going to paint you in a really negative light. And yeah, you have to, regardless of whether you're 23 years old or not, regardless of whether you're a legal gun owner or not, you're a multi-million-dollar person. What about the parts with the lasers? Yeah, I don't really give a fuck about that. That's dumb as shit. Who cares? I mean, it seems like the most objectionable thing that he did wasn't even the teenage boy that he fought, the 17-year-old that he fought. But I guess he, like, his team, they threatened the head of security at a Memphis mall. I wonder why that happened. And, like, threatening the staff members. Like, that part is, like, just, you know, power tripping shit. Because a mall employee stepped to his mom. Oh. That makes it a little bit more sense. That makes a little bit more sense. Then Skip Bayless had a whole rant about him possibly being a Crip. What?
So
what?
I've called around the league to people I've known forever, talking about Ja, because I was so shocked by the IG Live, how brazen it was. And I had several people say to me, well, time out. Are you sure you guys on TV aren't giving him a pass here? Like, you're not that? They're asking me, are you sure he's not that? Like, that's just who he is, that he is about that life. And remember,
bro, what do you mean about what life, dude? What life is he about? He's a 23-year-old idiot who plays basketball and owns guns. Like, he's an American citizen. He's behaving like most dumbasses behave. What life? Okay, listen, I just got to say something here, okay? A white guy that behaves like this is not immediately going to be like, I wonder if he's a part of the Klan. You know what I mean? They don't say that.
Up the Crip sign. I've seen him throw it up 2 or 3 times. I probably missed some other times. What does that mean? Does that mean he wants to associate with the Crips, or he got initiated by the Crips, or he has a dream of being a Crip? I don't know. I'm just throwing this out. That are we missing the boat here? That's just who he's been from the start, and we keep saying, no, you're just associating with the wrong people when he's actually part of the wrong people. Is that it?
Skip, that you know what, Skip? You and the people that you talk to might be 100% correct, but that makes it even more egregious.
It does.
Because you got out. You got out of that.
You got out. Okay.
God, everyone on television sucks. A white guy who behaves this way wouldn't even get criticized? No, they would. They would get criticized for sure. No, they would. Just not to the same level, and it wouldn't have the same oomph behind it. They certainly would, though. Guys, these guys dude, they definitely would. Are you kidding me? These guys fucking have to make content. They're like live 24/7. What the fuck are you talking about? They absolutely would talk about it. They would definitely talk about it. They just wouldn't talk about it in similar terms, and it wouldn't turn into, like, is he a gang member? And it wouldn't have that same level of, like, emphasis behind it. But it definitely would be a story. These guys are desperate for content. The NBA also has no time for that kind of shit. Like, unless you're a producer, unless you're an earner, the NBA will punish you, like, pretty aggressively, I would say. They're very they're very strict for the most part. I mean, obviously they'll let you come back unless you have like done something unimaginably fucked up. Look at Kyrie Irving, right? He's an earner. He is but they will definitely suspend you. Jaws a superstar? Yes. NBA fined someone for saying no homo, which was insane. But yeah, I mean it's not as like egregious. I think like his crimes are not as egregious. Let's see. Look, Bomani Jones is the GOAT. He's actually, I mean, he's great. So let's hear what he has to say.
Not just flashing the gun in wherever he was on that Instagram Live, but those other incidents reported by the Washington Post, there have been other concerning behaviors in public. What should they do next?
Well, it's interesting that you mentioned it in terms of punitive behavior, because I think that overall, the way that most people have looked at this is not in the context of punishment, but really in the context of concern, which I think if you're someone of my age, you see somebody that's, John Morant's almost 20 years younger than me. I look at him and I'm like, young man, you are cruising for a bruising. Like suddenly I have become...
Yeah, the biggest issue is that the NBA has a no weapons policy in their facilities, and he had a gun in Denver, which means he flew on an NBA plane with a weapon. Yeah, that's a big no-no and a big problem in general too, because you have a no weapons in facilities policy, and you have a no weapons while you're traveling policy for obvious reasons. Like America is like America is PvP unlocked, but even then, there's like certain states that you can't bring a gun to and shit like that. You know what I mean? So they have an across the board. Like you can't bring guns when you're traveling. You can't prove that. Maybe he bought it there. Still, it probably is I would assume it's a violation of like federal aviation laws as well. I don't think you can like bring a gun on a plane unless you're like literally a marshal. Or like in the military, like in active duty, you're flying as a military member or some shit. You know what I mean? Also, a violation of Colorado law, can't carry around alcohol. Yeah, it's just like, you can check a gun? Yes, but you can't check a gun with the fucking private plane that you're flying in, because the NBA has no policy for the NBA has an active policy that you can't bring a gun with you when you're traveling, even if you are a legal gun owner. So technically you can't bring it. PJs are lawless, Cap. I mean, they technically are, yes. Private jets are technically lawless. You are correct about that. But that doesn't matter because overall the NBA has laws around it.
Every elder and uncle that I ever had when they saw somebody doing something like this. And when I was that age, I'm thinking they're just overreacting. But people who look at that and see those sorts of behaviors and know ultimately how they end, I think looking at Morant, it's much less to me about somebody has to teach that boy a lesson than it is he's going to need to learn some things, because walking around playing with guns around people, that's just a great way to get shot. Like, and that's the way that I look at this more than anything else. Is not so much that he's making the NBA look bad or anything like that, but what you are doing and the way you are comporting yourself is undeniably dangerous. And for your own sake, you're going to need to get some things under control.
Just, yeah, he's fucking up the bag, dude. It's so stupid. Anyway. What do you mean private jets are lawless? I mean, technically, you know, if you fly private, you can get away with a lot of shit. That's what I mean. You can get away with anything, really. There's no, who do you think is checking into private jets? Do you think like there's a TSA at private jet terminals? Is that what you think? It's not because of the implication. It's just like there's literally nothing that you can do about controlling private jet travel like that. That part is fucked up. Is that by all accounts seems like a pretty chill dude overall. Yeah, I don't know. Talk about Chris Rock blowing up Will Smith. Dude, am I crazy? I thought that it was like kind of mid except for the finisher. I really thought Chris Rock had some better, he would have like better jokes about Will Smith. He had a whole fucking year to cook up some shit. I'm like, legit. I didn't think it was that good. People were like, oh my God, they're like pogging because this is like a big thing, but.
Wife was fucking her son's friend, okay? Now, I normally would not talk about this shit. But for some reason, these niggas put that shit on the internet. I have no idea why two talented people would do something that fucking low down. What the fuck? We all been cheated on. Everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television. None of us. It's like, hey, I was sucking somebody else's dick. How did that make you feel?
Yeah, the red table talk thing was stupid, yeah.
Why the fuck would you do that shit? She hurt him way more than he hurt me, okay? Okay? And by the way, he does that shit. Everybody in the world called him a bitch. I tried to call the motherfucker and give him my condolences. He ain't pick up for me. Everybody called that man a bitch. Fucking Charlemagne called him a bitch, and the Breakfast Club called him a bitch, and the View, and the Talk, and every rapper, and fucking the Drink Champs called him a fucking bitch.
He just seems mad. Like, he just seems very angry that he got bitched out by a guy who, like, was very famously cucked. Like, it doesn't seem like, dude, I don't know. There's like, the only clever part is at the end.
Everybody called him
I think the only good part is at the end.
Called his wife a predator. Everybody called him a bitch. Everybody. And who's he hit? Me. A nigga he know he could beat. That is some bitch ass shit.
Dude, that part is funny. Didn't he also say that this part is actually funny? Like, ultimately, that part is like, that's the good part of the joke. And then the other thing is that, like, you don't do that in front of white people. I think that was like a good take too. His buildup is like too venti, but.
That's what the fuck happened, okay? The fuck out of here, man.
Chris Rock's best jokes always seem like epiphonic. Him being mad as hell and rightfully so ruins the joke. Where was the other one? The other. What is this? This is why nothing Chris Rock says will ever matter, because he slapped and won an Oscar and went to a party rapping his own music afterwards. Wasn't Chris Rock at this party? Am I crazy? I'm pretty sure Chris Rock was literally at this party. Like I'm pretty sure they literally had a conversation at this party. Am I making this up? I remember reading an article about it. Anyway. Yes, and you don't get why Rock is mad? No, dude, I totally understand why Chris Rock is mad. I talked about all this shit back when it happened. Yes, he was. Diddy was trying to play mediator. Yeah, I remember that. All this really shows how unfunny Dave Chappelle has become. Wait, what the fuck? What does it have to do with Dave Chappelle? Crazy how you can't watch a 2-minute bit without Chad inserting their bumbling opinion. I mean, the bit's all right. It's fine. I think, like, you know, as long Chris Rock is not talking about like fucking cancel culture there, so I'll take it. Did you see the video of Will Smith showing deepfakes of Margot Robbie to her and everyone at the cast of Suicide Squad? Yes, I did. That was a fake video. That's not actually Will Smith showing a deepfake of Margot Robbie. Holy fuck, dude. Like, AI editing has gone out of control. It's crazy. It was literally a deepfake of a deepfake. It's not even AI. It's just like editing. Editing has gone out of control. People just like are so willing and able to believe shit that they see. You said Mario Robbie. Yeah, I fucked up. Yes, there's a new Eddie Burback video. I know. Meanwhile, there's also a new top of the hour ad break video, which you can avoid as long as you subscribe for $5 or for free. That one's not the best take, I know. Dude, people say we got to stop podcasts, and then someone took matters into their own hands, it seems like. You know, I don't recommend this.
Quiet in here. How did I... I think we're fine. I think we got all the audio on there. Yeah, we're chilling. Everyone's good. Holy shit.
Bro, is that a cop? Did he come out of the cop car?
Holy shit. Oh my god. What the fuck just happened, dude?
Oh, not another car. Outside my car. It'll be posted on my Instagram. November Romeo on YouTube. It'll be posted. That was perfect.
It got so quiet in here.
What was going on? Bro gave the cop his business card and plugged his fucking IG and YouTube, bro. Shameless behavior. Just normal Houston drivers. Yeah, I love that he says it's so quiet in here when that happens. Anyway, here's the 3-minute ad break now. The driver could tell the vibe was fucked. The driver wanted to give him content. If you look on the left, it looks like the black SUV got into an accident with the white SUV.
How did I?
Oh yeah, he got hit, I think. Yeah, you see the white SUV in the back? Yeah, he got tailgated. Or I mean T-boned, fishtailed, whatever it's called. Pit maneuvered. White SUV has green light. Yeah, it seems like it. He ran the red light and got fucking owned. Yeah. These guys could have died, by the way. I think if it wasn't for, I mean, he goes right through the fucking the metal. He went right through these metal barriers, but I think maybe this one helped them a little bit. Oh, one of them. Oh, he ate it. Oh yeah. Okay. Jesus Christ! If that wasn't there, they would have been dead. Yeah. He was braking? No, it doesn't matter, dude. That's a fucking SUV, bro. Are you kidding me? He was braking. That doesn't mean shit. There was a massive fucking metal rod that softened the impact of the fucking car. You kidding me? Braking in that situation don't mean anything. Yeah, it ate most of the fucking energy. It's the pillar. Braking means a lot. Bro, what are you talking about? Braking means a lot. At that fucking speed, what are you talking about? At that weight and at that speed, at that momentum, if it wasn't for that rod, that car would have gone directly into the fucking coffee shop. It's called a bollard. Is that what it's called? He's flying in sideways, bro. What fucking brake? Look at this. That car would have gone directly into the building and killed more people than just those two. Look at the fucking metal rod that's like firmly planted on the ground. It took it clean off. What is this an argument? What does Chad have to argue everything? I don't fucking know, to be honest with you. Why would you argue with me about like pretty basic infrastructure shit? You know what I mean? Like this exists for a reason. All right, I gotta pee. Let's finish this Bernie Sanders video.